Attention everyone, the KC Cup Finals is about to begin. This courageous duelist vanquished all opposition with flair. But will he defeat his final opponent, the president of Kaiba Corp, Mr. Seto Kaiba? Both duelists, enter! I thought you'd make it this far in the tournament. There's only one person on the planet that can defeat you, and that person is me. So I've gone ahead and I've done a fuck ton of grinding for this match against Seto. Not that I know whether or not he's going to be extremely difficult or not, but because after this, what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to take a break from this game. I don't know what I'll play in the meanwhile, but I essentially just want to cut ahead. Maybe I won't take a break. Maybe I'll just cut ahead. Because I just want to skip the next tournament, the national tournament. And then immediately, oof, there's a lot of shit that I don't want to deal with. Let's get rid of Rikeki. Skip the next tournament, and then immediately just go ahead and take on, not the greatest hand. I know he's going to be able to bop me next turn. So actually, we'll go ahead and pass. I want to skip the next tournament and just go to the next part of the game, which is the, Shadow Realm, more or less. Once we go into the Shadow Realm, they have no restricted list, so I can literally use any cards that I want. So I'm planning on building, some sort of crazy, a bunch of crazy decks, like a bunch of Magical Scientist decks, a bunch of, oh man, I lost my own negate attack also. Okay. But yeah, a bunch of decks that use a bunch of crazy broken cards and experimenting with that a little bit. And then I'll probably enjoy this game a little bit more. Because, this game is pretty interesting. It has a lot of interesting cards, but it's also super glitchy. It's not maintained very well. There's a lot of little weird things. Like, for example, I can't buy a lot of cards at once. The card shop has a limited amount of cards that it carries, which seems like a nice little, gimmick. It's like, oh, haha, it's similar to real life kind of deal. But, it's kind of annoying, quite honestly. It doesn't help me out too much. And then, it's a little too realistic, because then the next day, it'll get to a point where the card shop will run out of cards, and you'll be able to try and come in and buy some cards. And they'll just have, a random pack, and you'll be able to buy one of that random pack available. And then you can keep doing that, but they only have one copy of that one random pack that you can keep buying, right? But then if you go leave and come back the next day, they won't be restocked fully. They'll only be restocked kind of slightly. So they have some cards. They won't have all of the cards, which is really annoying. So that's gonna take me a while to stock up on the cards and whatnot. But let's see if we can draw the last turn. I forgot to mention for this deck, I just kind of threw in a bunch of well, that's pretty useless now. I just threw in a bunch of sort of semi-broken cards, just a bunch of crazy shit. So we've got a bunch of Dark Magicians of Chaoses, I've got a Fusion deck, I've got Magical Scientist, Cyberstein, all that crazy stuff. I'm hoping that maybe we can do that to get through Kaiba pretty easily. But in hindsight, I kind of just threw in a bunch of cards together. I didn't really give it too much thought, because like I said, I'm hoping that I can get to the Shadow Realm part and then kind of start experimenting a little bit, because I was opening a bunch of packs, and especially during the structure deck challenge with Chris Kane. If you haven't seen that, go over on Chris Kane's channel and you can see quite a couple of videos of us taking on a structure deck challenge, which is basically we randomly get a structure deck, and we try and use that randomly selected structure deck against one another. It's been a lot of fun. But in doing that and watching the progression series on Cinemo's channel, I feel sort of, I guess, maybe disappointed in that I didn't get to stick around with the theme that I had for this series, which was, opening packs and taking a look at them and then creating a deck on the fly there. That's something I guess that I'm finding out is a lot more fun to do in Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially now in the state of the game that I'm in, right? So I'm trying to do some stuff like that. This is probably like a penguin soldier or something like that, so rather than summoning Dark Magician to Chaos. Then again, Dark Magician to Chaos would remove it, but its effect would still go off. Dark Magician to Faith. And he's probably gonna get what? I don't think he has anything. Yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, it's something I really want to try and do, and I can try and do it in maybe other games. Like, I know I have... There's the GX game. I kind of have that on the shelf right now, along with the 2006 championship game. 2006 game I might come back and do. I don't think I'll be able to do that kind of thing with that game. And the GX game, I don't remember how packs work in that game, so I don't know how likely that is. And then there's the like Refresh of Destruction, which I really want to play. That also doesn't even have packs. You just like buy cards and get cards with the anti-system. So I don't really think I'm going to be able to do it in that. So I might play like Spirit Caller, because I know I've been saying I wanted to play that really badly. So I might use Spirit Caller as the game where like I just go in and I buy packs, and I was gonna use Magic Jammer here to ditch a card. So he can keep his card, okay. Throw it on my own. But yeah, I'll try and use that series for that. It'll be a nice little thing. Oh boy. I don't really want to play Tribe Infecting Virus right now. But if I don't, I have to play Morphing Jar, and I'm going to end up losing Morphing Jar. So let's not do anything. I mean, I guess we can attack. Let's just attack. I have Negate Attack. Worst case scenario, I'll negate the attack. Next turn, just play down Morphing Jar, draw 5 new cards. Because he's probably just some flip effect monster. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's probably just some sort of like flip effect monster. That's usually the only things they play in defense mode. So he's gonna go ahead and throw out the Goblin Attack Force and flip up. Oh no, he actually played an Archfiend Soldier in defense mode. What a clown. So let's go ahead and use Negate Attack here. Because I do want to keep my Tribe Infecting Virus. Let's see if we can draw something we can discard. Okay, that works. So let's go ahead and use Smashing Ground on my opponent's land. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and use Smashing Ground there. Get rid of the Archfiend, and let's go ahead and use Tribe Infecting Virus to discard the Reflect Bounder and call the Warrior type to get rid of that guy. And we're going to set Morphing Jar here. As we go ahead and attack here for 16. And then Morphing Jar's effect is going to let me just draw 5 brand new spanking cards, as well as getting rid of 5 of my opponent's cards. 4 of my opponent's cards, maybe, if they don't summon anything. Ooh, they're going to do another Goblin Attack Force here, which is okay. Tribe Infecting Virus did his thing. It's going to put that in defense mode, so let's see. Ooh, Summon Skull. That is quite unfortunate. Would have liked to have been able to play that. But I think it's better off getting off the 5 cards. Let's go ahead and use Morphing Jar here. And we're going to get, ooh, Forceful Sentry. So right off the cup, I can go ahead and snab. Don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and take one of my opponent's cards. Ooh, boy. Can I look at the... I don't think I can look at the field. Yeah. I wanted to see if they had any light monsters. I'm pretty sure they don't have any light monsters. So Soul of Purity and Light is probably a dead draw in their hand. So let's go ahead and get rid of the Spear Dragon. Put that back on the deck. They can keep all that other stuff. I could throw down the Queen Mega Cyber, but let's do Cyber Elf here. Gemini Elf, I mean, sorry. Cyber Elf. I was thinking of the Cybercheck Alligator he has in hand. Let's use Morphing Jar to get through this Goblin Attack Force. Next turn, he's probably going to have to set Negate Attack, and then whatever possible card they draw from the hand. Let's see what they have, because they have 3 bricks right now. Because they don't have... They have wild... Oh, no, they do have light monsters. I didn't check. Oh, man. Alright, well, that's not too big of a deal. They can only use 1 Soul of Purity and Light, and I can use something to remove it next turn, so that's not too bad. I'm probably going to use the effect, yeah, bring out Soul of Purity and Light here. Only that, okay. Attack into Morphing Jar. This does reduce my attack during my turn by 300, I think it is. And there's the Negate Attack, unfortunately. Hopefully we have something else. Yep. Got the Fissure here, so we can get rid of that very easily. And let's throw down the DD Warrior Lady. Even though we know this is a Negate Attack. I might be able to trick him into trying attacking DD Warrior Lady and removing his monster, so that I can next turn just maybe go for game, but we'll see. He's gonna throw down the Voice Raider, yep, and he's gonna be a clown, and try to attack into the Warrior Lady. I'm gonna take a measly 400, and whoops, I guess I won't be taking any damage, but I will be removing DD Warrior and Voice Raider. Didn't mean to use Kaiba's effect there, but that's fine. We're going to get another Gemini Elf, which is going to give us a monster that we can do some damage with, so that's going to leave us at... we're going to do, what, 38,000 points of damage here, so he's going to stay with, like, 500? No. 1,100? No, 700. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's see if he's got anything next turn. I do have the Magic Jammer, so if he does activate, we'll get here some nonsense. Ooh, Lord. He just threw out the Cyber Shine in attack mode. He, like, summoned... The AI was like, haha, I've got Cyber Shine! Throws it out and is like, I've only got 700 life points! I end my turn. So we're gonna go ahead and use Cyber Shine ourselves. Smack Kaiba in the face with his own trusty dusty Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon here. Let's go ahead and crash Cyber Signs. There we go. Boom. And then finish him off with the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Direct attack with the Neuron Blast, and that's going to do it. And we're going to win the KC Cup. That was my best deck with my best monster, and I still lost. You win! Congratulations on winning the tournament! As your prize, Kaiba Corp awards you 10,000 DP. I hope to see you again in the next tournament. Probably won't, but we're going to get the prize from the KC Cup. Take care of yourself.